Good morning, guys. How's everyone doing today? Let's see. Oh yeah, coffee every morning, Charles. Bean to cup is my favorite coffee. Last year for Christmas, my wife bought me a Java 8 coffee maker. All right, what are we doing? I think we did have some kind of news this morning. It was I want to say it was initial job claims. Oh, you had a good night over trading? Nice. So I did get my funded account back. You know how I said I thought I lost my funded account by, I guess, when I thought I was on minis to micros? I guess there was issues with Ripnik, so they reset all Apex accounts yesterday. So I was like, yeah. So if any of you had Apex accounts, they had them reset yesterday. I was like, heck yeah. I thought I was like dreaming. I was looking at that last night. I'm like, I thought I was in the red. How is that in the green? How's that back to even? Then I guess a methodical man told me, he said, yeah, he saw a video. I guess Nutty posted a video saying that Apex had Ripnik issues, so they reset everybody's red day yesterday. So I was like, sweet. All right, so man, this controller is not going dead. So we still have some news coming this morning. So this morning at 8:30, we had the initial job claims, Philadelphia Fed manufacturing. In 41 minutes, we have existing home sales. Existing home sales, so that'll be 10 o'clock this morning. There's also a 10-year tip auction. I don't think that'll do anything. Usually the bond auctions will do a little bit. They're 3-star, but I think we'll get through this news and hopefully they'll offer some good volatility for the rest of the day. Let's see what Mr. Adam Mazzini has to say today. I'm pretty sure I butcher his name sometimes. So it looks like your first major support is going to be 5908. We'll put the charts over here. That's what we can see. And we're way off of that. Like we're freaking 50 points ahead. I think we bounced off that overnight, actually. So this is similar how you're supposed to play Adam's numbers. See how you're a little above his support level? His support level was 08 here. So it pulled back. It had a failed breakdown of the 08, reclaim, and we've been straight up since then. So I think if you've probably heard Methodical Man talk about this a little bit, because I think he's been trying some of these overnight trades. He'll put an existing order sitting at, say, 08 and to see if it comes back and touches it and just see what you can get. Man, if you did that last night, that is insane. Wow. All right, so let's see where the bulls can be heading to. All right, so we're looking for resistance now. 58.84, no. 59. So it looks like we can work higher up to the 59.72. Then if we get above 59.72, then your next level is going to be 80 to 80H, which is resistance of the yellow flag structure. I'm not really sure what the yellow flag structure is. I'm assuming a bear flag. Maybe that's what the yellow flag's for. Not positive. So it looks like we've been up there before. So all right, so next target we're going to put there. Let's see. Then 59.80. All right, I'm just going to copy paste that. That's just too much. All right. All right. So we'll just kind of watch these areas and see if we can even make it up to the 59.72 because we're about 10 points off of that right now. No, we're not. We're about 5 points off of that. So we did add a few new indicators to our chart today. These are candle patterns. If you guys have seen any of the little shorts I've been posting, basically the fallen 3 method and hammer candles. So these are, I guess the fallen 3 method can either be bearish or bullish, but you're just looking for the three candles. But we'll just learn more about it as we go and just see how those pop up. But so far today, if you've taken every hammer candle that's popped up, I mean, it's like literally has offered 10 to 20 points after every one. Look, hammer candle at the 70, 40 points. hammer candle, 700, almost 40 points, 50 points. So we will definitely keep an eye on these today. And that is something that you can do through Ninja. They have what is called a candle pattern indicator, and you just choose the pattern that you would like to use. Either be a engulfing candle, hammer candle, morning star candle, whatever. There's probably about 50 different candle patterns that you can try. Good morning, Andy. So we will keep an eye on that today. So we will be watching for the hammer candles to pop up. And also the fallen 3 method of candle pattern. We'll be watching for that one too. What's up, Kid Poker? How's your morning going? Kim Up Poker, I got my account reset. Apex reset accounts yesterday. Apparently there was issues at Ripnik, so they reset everybody's account. I didn't find out till this morning. I didn't know about that yesterday, but I was excited. I was like, yes. Methodical Man's the one that told me they did it, but I saw that it happened last night, but I didn't know why. Sweet. Yeah, I was pretty stoked. I'm like, yes, the mistake didn't hurt me. What's really funny about that, Methodical Man said he made that same mistake yesterday, but it went to the good side for him. It went bad for me and went good for him. But I know everybody has made that mistake. I've made that mistake and it's going to my good side too, so I can't really say nothing. All right, guys, we got about 2 minutes before the market starts today. It could be a little choppy before 10 o'clock. We do have existing home sales, which is 3-star news at 10 o'clock this morning. Good morning, Java. So I also put those I got 1 more minute. So those videos that I did on the candle patterns, I did put those candle pattern indicator on my charts, so it will mark those out for us. If you took all the hammer candle patterns this morning, it almost equaled to like 120 points. And it actually prints it on there for you, so you can actually visually like, oh, hammer. Yeah, it's on Ninja. I think everybody gets it. Yeah, I just got it in Ninja under indicators. It just says candlestick patterns. I don't know if I'll be taking a trade right away. I may wait till after news. Just go to indicators, scroll down. It's under candlestick pattern. Just click candlestick patterns. Then go over here and select the pattern that you like to use. There's about 20 or so it looks like. Wow, just straight down at opening. So I don't know if we're going to go straight up because NVIDIA is going straight up now. Wow, look at that trap. That thing trapped the crap out of some folks to just go straight up. Wow. This thing just pulled back 40 points to get somebody to jump in on that, looks like momentum, then just literally trap you all the way back to the top. Wow. Nobody got trapped on that, right? Did anybody get the FOMO to wanting to jump in that that breakout to the downside, did they? Wow, this thing is just trapping on both sides, guys. Almost got you. It is very easy to get FOMO into these type of candles. Wow. Woo. This thing is just trying to wreck you from the get-go this morning. You're trying to... Oh, price action like this is so easy to chase. Whenever you see those big old boner candles, you just like, oh, I just want to go for it. And as soon as you jump in, you're at the bottom of it. That's what always happens to me. Every time I jump in chasing a big candle like this, I'll be sitting at the bottom. We're just waiting for a flag setup. There's really no setup for us right here, guys. This is just barcoding back and forth in what, 60.1 minute candles, which is insane. Now, if we can get a good push down, then pull back and make a like a bear flag or something, then we'll possibly look for an entry. So we just popped the 200 here. I would think that we'd get some kind of reversal here. What's up, John? Oh yeah, same thing happened to me, John, except for I did mine by mistake yesterday. I was pretty excited when I found out last night. Wow, this stuff is just... So it looks like maybe next target down is going to be your pivot at the 30s, but that's still a good long ways down what the rest of your EMAs. Charles, are you trying the 5-minute breakout this morning? That is a big 5-minute candle. Wow, this is insane of a drop, guys. Good morning, Marcus. Yeah, they weren't happy with NVIDIA. It was like a 200-point sell-off with NVIDIA yesterday. Catch the phone. Yeah, I'm staying away from this, John. Trust me, it's very tempting to jump in this, but if I try to jump in this crap will reverse and I'll just be stuck there watching the huge reversal. Man. Yeah, no, that's what I mean. It trapped people pretty bad this morning, poker on that, where it dropped down 50 points and went up. To me, I feel like we're just too far off of our 200 moving average. We're going to have to pull back up. I mean, we're like 100 points off of the moving averages right now. I mean, the 200 moving averages all the way back at the 800s, along with all of our other moving averages. Wow, it's like it just doesn't want to stop. Man. I'm not chasing, guys. We'll just have to sit here and watch this. I'm hoping, at least out of this good move, that we'll get a nice looking bear flag set up. Let's see. Looks like we have some lows all the way down here at what, 480s? So if we get them overnight lows, so still got a long ways to go down. Did anybody catch this falling knife on the way down? I think somebody said they caught a little bit of it. I didn't know if anybody else caught the full move here. This. Oh, you did catch that on the way down, Kid Poker? Nice. Oh, Charles caught some too? Man, nice job, guys. Oh, just a little. 360 tick trades. Oh, nice. I may consider a short if the ES can get through 22. The ES would have to get through the 59.22 here. I'm kind of stuck here. And this may be the consolidation time here. We still got about 2 minutes before the 15-minute time candle. Man, this is a massive 15-minute candle. Also watching the ES to see what happens at these levels with the ES. I feel like we can recover the 28.30. That was support levels for the ES that could possibly look for a fairly decent, good pullback here. The YM's green. Oh, he had the sell at the 42. Man, I missed that this morning. I didn't read over the newsletter that well this morning, Kid Poker. I'm looking for the VWAP touch here. Oh, don't do that to me. I meant to go to break even once we hit 20. Longs are very dangerous right here. Just the fact that we've been selling off so long. Oh, Russia just struck Ukraine back. I thought they'd already been at war for a while, Charles. All right. There was that pivot touch. Longs are fairly dangerous right here, guys. Longs are fairly dangerous. Might not get anything on my runner. All right. Check my account. All right, we're getting a nice looking bear flag here. We just touched that 22. That was the 20 EMA touch. I may have to take this fair value gap indicator off. It's a little too much. Too much going on. It was a couple hours ago. Charles, I thought Ukraine and Russia were already, or have they been like on a freeze or something from fight their war? Wow. No? Oh, okay. So right now we're pretty much coming up on the 200 moving average. Man, that was a literally 130 point move straight back up, guys. And all I got was 10 freaking points out of that. I don't know. I've been trying to get really better at a lot of times I just take my losses at 10 to 15 kid poker. Go, baby, go. Look at this little bear flag playing. That played nicely, guys. Touched that 200. We had the trend. As soon as we got below that trend, looks like it had a little momentum. These candles right here will ruin your account so fast because they're so massive. So it's very easy to get ruined today. So like every candle was like 50-point candle. I mean, this was literally a 50.1 minute candle. It will just wreck you. Oh. Yeah, 10 to 15 points is where I like to try to keep it, kid poker, because a lot of times a lot of my trades are usually 20 to 30 points. So like this candle right here literally was a 50-point candle, which we don't get those very often. Yeah, it's a very tight stop loss, kid poker. Now, I will change that strategy if I go down to like 2 and 3 micros, kid poker. Yeah, the candles are so big right now that I'm just getting kicked out of my runners. So I just try to do one trade and one trade. This is a new eval I just got yesterday because I thought I blew this account here. As you can see, this is the account that I only need about $475 to pass. The $7 trade here, I took that because I was like, I thought I blew that account. And I was like, well, let me take a trade to see if it works. I was like, well, holy crap, it's working. This is before I realized with the reset. This is a new funded account that I haven't started trading. I've been just focusing on one funded account a day and then evals. So this is definitely your bear flag breakout here, guys. So it was a really nice long trend. We hit the 200 moving average, and once we printed on the other side of this trend line, that's where I got short. Be careful if you're going to jump any trades in the next 5 minutes or 4 minutes, because we do have 3-star news in about 3 or 4 minutes. So you don't want to get caught. Yeah, Kid Poker, I wish I'd have gave it more room to run. I definitely cost myself $100 because I got in at about 45 in the 40s. And if I could still be holding this, that's already a 45-point move. But I don't think I'm going to be trading my funded account today just because I feel like I was blessed with a second chance. So I want to sit on that for a day or two. All right, we will take this one off. No trade. This has been my only setup right here because I've been trading a lot of bear and bull flags lately. I do like to trade the inversion gaps similar to what Methodical Man trades, but I don't trade those on a trending day. Those usually are those are harder when the market is trending. But if the market's not trending, those are usually very high win percentages. So technically this would be one right here. I mean, it's already put on there. See, we made a low. We broke the, let's just say this was the previous high somewhere around in here. We broke a little high, then we came back down. Which I guess there was two. I guess you could have done, probably would have done this one. Then you would go to break even here. Unless it already taken your points, because these candles are so massive, because that was already at 20 points, 25 points the time you entered to down. Is Methodical Man in this one? Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Methodical Man is in this one, so he did take this one. But I'm not sure where his entry was, though. And I also have an indicator for fair value gaps. If you have a hard time finding them or just don't think about them when you're trading, this indicator puts them on there for you. And it's in the Discord for free for anybody that wants it. So the two indicators that I use right now the most is probably the initial balance. That's probably my favorite indicator. That's the one that puts the initial balance, the session mid, your opening range high, and your opening range initial balance. But I do have fair value gaps on here because, you know, some people struggle finding the fair value gaps, or, you know, maybe they don't think about them when they're trading. For, you know, this way, if anybody that's trading fair value gaps, this way you can just see where they're at. The only thing I hate about having this indicator on my thing is sometimes it does get a little mess. It makes my charts look a little messy. All right, so that would have been a winner fair value gap trade here. If anybody's taking those fair value gaps, I think Methodical Man took this same trade. I'm from the same place where Methodical Man's at, Kid Poker. But I live in Arkansas now. Northwest Arkansas. Yeah, I can't get away from the southern accent. it pops out every now and then. Yeah, so Methodical Man, he lives fairly close to my my mother. So he lives like probably 2 or 3 miles from my mother's house. So usually whenever I go back and visit, you know, I'll usually stay at my parents, and most time I usually end up over at a Methodical Man's house hanging out or watching, you know, whenever, since he's been streaming, I used to go over and just watch him stream. Nice. Well, that's when you put the account away and don't run it for your day and keep that momentum going. I'm 475 away from mine. So I need $475 more for my payout. So you think we're going to get that 450 or 4? I looked at that a while ago, John. Let's see. Well, that was Asian's low at 480. So where is, let's see. No, that was from yesterday. Never mind. I'm sorry. That was yesterday. 3 o'clock. Okay, so almost to the 600s there. So it looks like we didn't really get very much action for the existing home sales. $5.95. All right. What I'm doing now is I'm waiting for another flag setup. So I'm waiting for either another just similar to what this one was, maybe not as deep, but even if it's 3 or 4 candles. Yeah, the only reason why I haven't really used the trading view is I didn't want to pay for the time. I used to trade it, but I just didn't feel like I got like enough use out of it to pay for the monthly fees. So if you took the inversion gap trade this morning too, if you didn't take this pullback, depending on what kind of setups you take, this is what a methodical man trades here. So we made a low, we made a previous high, and you're looking for a trade back through this fair value gap, and you would have got short around this 80 level, and that's already 100 points off of that. Where's No, I think Methodical Man already took his profit. Did Nutty take that short too? I can't tell. I can't tell on Nutty's screen if he took that short. He's short at the 680. Oh, wow. Sweet. So he got short at the pivot then. No, he didn't short. Oh no, he's not short. I was asking, did Nutty get short too? Because I feel like I see a little mark on his screen, so I didn't know if that little mark was like a show where he took entries at earlier. Because I know Methodical Man got short. I want to say almost seemed like everybody was getting short on that move. It just depended on where you got short. I left a lot on the table on that short because my original entry was up here at 45 and we're already down 100 and freaking what, 60 points. So I left a lot on the table on that move. All right, so we just hit the London lows here at the 95s. You had to size down today. Hopefully we get a fairly good looking bear flag, and hopefully it doesn't go down from here. I like to see maybe a retest of our 21 EMA all the way back in the 40s and 50s. What do you mean you had to size down, Pine Tree? Have you been upsizing lately? Did you go from minis to micros, or are you just trading less micros? Yeah, I've tried trading the YM, but I didn't really have a lot of luck with it. So I stick strictly to the NQ. I don't know if this is going to be a good looking flag. It's definitely is not going to look like the one we had up here. So I don't know if I'm going to take it. I like them like this, where it's just a really good looking trend. I hate when they start going sideways like that. It always seems like it's a iffy move. Yeah, see that? That was. Oh. I think Nordy. Did Nutty get short at the bottom? Yeah, he did. He got short at the bottom there. He did. There's the 200 EMA pullback. It's still a tough candle. I mean, that's a 40-point candle. To me, that's what makes today hard to trade, is whenever you get these really big 1-minute candles. You really can't have a decent stop loss that you need to have whenever the candles are that large. So we're back at that one level kid poker. What do you think? 42? We get above 42. Maybe we continue higher. The one where you said Manzini called out the short. I don't know if this is going to be a... All right, so maybe the bulls can take back over. We can get a push up and wait for a bull flag set up, possibly. Oh, he said if we reclaim 32. Man, I did not read over his letter at all this morning, Kid Poker. I felt like I was running behind. Yeah, I mean, your next high is all the way up here at the 780s. I mean, is that a possibility? Home sales were positive. Yeah, I think I saw. Did you say that a while ago? I thought someone said home sales were positive. Man. Right now we're kind of battling this pivot here. Man. Nice. Nice, John, up on 127. I know I was very tempted to get short at that pivot, but man. Ah. Damn it. Couldn't get through the 600s. I think I might have been looking for too much on that because I was looking for 20 points, but because we're only using 3 micros. Just couldn't get through the 700s. Damn it. Damn it. So I took that based off the hammer candle. It still could move up. So see how we got the big hammer candle right here? But I was in such light micros that we were looking for 8 points. I mean 20 points. And only can get the 10. Wow, this thing's just dumping now. Let's see if we print below this. Nope. Gonna be a dirty close. struggling to get the full 20 points. All right, got it. Oof. Boom. Woof. Wasn't sure. Those big candles scare me, guys. Those big candles scare me. This was a fair value gap trade. I had to jump in on momentum. I didn't wait for the printed candle. That's the only rule I really broke on this. I tried to get long off this hammer candle a while ago, but it only offered 10 points. And I had my target set for 20 because I'm on 3 micros. So that was a PA account too. That was the new PA account. We did not take a trade on the one that we got back by luck yesterday. So we got 154 on the PA account, 109 on a eval, and 98 on a eval. So we may just try to take a, if we find another entry that we can take, we'll just do it on the probably the fresh evaluation account. Yeah, this is crazy up and down price. The only thing I don't like about it, Eric, is it can really mess your accounts up because your stop losses are off. Like, none of my stop losses have been in good spots. Well, this was no setup here. The only reason why I took this trade here, as you can see, this was a hammer candle, but we got stuck at the VWAP. We did get the 10, and that's usually my price target is 10, then a runner, but I was looking for 20, and so we didn't get the full 20, but we did get the full 20 on this move because with 2 micros, 20, I think it's like $80 if you get 20. So we're risking $40 to make possible $100 and something dollars is my ratio that we're using. So this is how I got messed up on my account yesterday, guys. So right now we're trading 3 micros on our funded. And this is where I thought I was on micros, but ended up on minis instead of micros. And I thought I took a $100 something loss, and it turned out being $600. But that's in the past. It got reset, so we're back to break even now. Yeah, we didn't get the full move on that long kid poker. So when I was looking at this long, this is what I was looking at. The hammer candle and the pivot. I thought, okay, if we get it back above the pivot, we're going to use the pivot as support. And that's basically how we tried to play that. And if it just couldn't get going, we'll just try to get back to break even. Oh, it was right here. I think it was right in this area. Somewhere around it. I want to say it's this one because we missed my profit target by a little. No, it was this one. It was this one right here. Okay, yeah, so it was this move because then I saw this move. I thought maybe we would clear out this wick here. but we didn't get back above this previous wick. But then on the downsides, you had a possible fair value gap trade. It wasn't really a plus setup, but you could just still took this failed fair value gap. I thought if anything, we'd clear out this gap here. All right, so now we'll just have to sit here and wait and see if we get some kind of a bear flag pullback. Did you hop in the short too, Kid Poker? I know you like the shorts. I used to be the complete opposite. I used to struggle with getting short, and always mostly look for longs. I don't know what it was. I used to struggle real bad at looking for shorts. I think it's because shorts will happen so fast, because most of the shorts are always super fast, like elevator downs, where your longs are kind of like little escalators. I've also been I put this footprint indicator on last night to look at, but I don't really know how to read it very well yet. It'd be nice to get a nice looking bear flag set up here. We want to see a pullback of all the way up to like the 20 EMA. What time is it? Oh, wow. We're at the IBL right now. So we found support at the IBL. I like to, sometimes you can get a nice entry before that IBL, and sometimes we'll flush through it. Whoa. I mean, we're getting a good looking little bear flag set up here. The only thing that worries me is we're going into these pivots, but I also like that we're at the initial balance too. So sometimes we get that initial balance breakout. They're acting like we want to take the November 5th close. Where is that close at, Marcus? $283. Oh, okay, so we got a good long ways down. Wow, that'd be insane. Nice, Kid Poker. Now, you're not still trading your account. You only need $300 for the payout, are you? Are you still trading that? That was the last trade? Okay, good deal. Good deal. See what I mean by like our stop losses? Look how far that is up there. That is just insane. Stop loss. I don't like this because of the stop losses and we're in between pivots. I'm hoping these pivots hold. And we're very, very low right now. But back above the pivot here, we may close this one down because that way we don't risk no more than 60 bucks. But I just didn't want to get wicked out. Damn it. Didn't want to see another green candle. Hold, pivot, hold. Damn it. We're bouncing between. Oh my goodness. We're bouncing off this. I had put two different pivots on there because I'm not sure which one I want to use. One is a Fibonacci pivot and the other one's a standard pivot. I just don't know which one is which. Yeah. Come on. If this don't get going, we may just go and close this one out before we get stopped out for a $100 loss. All right, we're just going to close that one down. We'll just take the $60 loss and just look for another entry. And it still could go. We're just stuck at this other pivot here. We may just wait and see what happens here at our IBL. I mean, we still haven't broke this pivot here, unless this is the pivot break. Your PA's been underwater until today. I mean, I still feel like we're moving lower. I'm just kind of waiting to see what's going to happen at this 23 level. All right, so that would have stopped us out. We start printing above this pivot here. Good choice to get out of that. Just take our $60 loss and move on. You think this is the bottom? I'm not sure if this is the bottom or not on this. I don't know if anybody else knows this is the bottom. So it looks like long would have been the play off the pivot here, guys. You're targeting 597. Oh, come on. You're almost to your target there, Marcus. I almost took that long, but I decided not to. I like these moves too, where we break back above the 20 here, since we just kind of got out of a trade. What I like to see is for us to break the 20, pull back, retest the 9, then move up. I kind of like it in a 3-step pattern. Where was your entry at, Marcus? Good morning, Outer. So on that last trade, that was the one that we risked some of these profits to make on this one. We ended up back down to $23. So we were up around 80 or 90, I can't remember, and we took a $60 loss, $60 to $70 loss on that last trade. So, but that is a fresh eval. So we are going to trade that one a little aggressive until we build a little buffer on it. This is the only loss I've had this morning. It was this trade here. We took a 10 or 11 point loss on 3 micros. So we lost about $60 or $70. Even though I was already up like 90 something, but it's a fairly new eval. So we do trade those aggressive a little bit. This account, I won't trade no more. We're up. We only need another $800 to get this one to funded. This was the only funded account trade today because it's brand new. And the funded account that I only need $475 to get a payout. We did not take any trades on it today. Nice, Marcus. Did you stay in? Man, these 100-point moves are insane today. What are we from 20? Wait, 520 to 620 already. 100-point moves in every single leg today, guys. I mean, it's just insane. Whew. You're out. I'm waiting to see if this 32 is going to hold on the ES. That was the buy area, I think, a while ago. I think that's what Kid Poker is saying that Manzini said. Oh no, I didn't mean to grab the, I thought I was in 3 micros. Dang it. This trade was just based off on the ES. If the ES can't get above 32, it's probably going to be a failed trade here. Okay, it just could not get going. We'll look for another entry here if it can get above it. Like I said, guys, this trade right here is just based off on the ES. It's not really what the NQ is doing. No setup here, outer. This is no like fair value gap trade or inversion gap trade. This is just based off of what the ES is doing. So we're just kind of waiting to see what's going to happen with this 32 level with the ES here. Looks like we're going to have a fairly decent pullback here. Wow, they've been battling that 32 right here for the last couple minutes here. Usually just two different ones, mostly just Bulinox and what do you call it? Bulinox and Apex, John. Wow, that was a nice. But I've also got one take profit account, but I haven't traded on it today. Maybe tomorrow. That sucks. We were in this long. We just could not hold off long enough for it. So all we can do here now is just kind of wait and see if we can get some kind of bull flag set up. Well, see, that's why I wanted to take this trade outer, is because 32 was Adam Mazzini's buy level from earlier. I think that's what Kid Poker had put in the chat a while ago. And that's what I tried to buy. I tried to buy that 32 off of the ES, but when I do that, I don't really know where my stop loss needs to be. So you just try to gamble a little bit with the area where you buy it. So, I mean, it was the right call, but like I said, I just couldn't sit through large drawdown, because I do minimize my losses. I know, that's what I was saying, Kid Poker. It's like that 32 was holding. I was like, oh, dude, if we can get that 32, we're going to the moon. And I couldn't stay in it. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to stay in. Nice, John. John's killing it today. So I guess we'll stick with Apex this morning. Then this evening when we come back for Power Hour, we'll trade Bulinox accounts. Just need to get sometimes we get reversals off of these 200 moving averages. I've tried to catch those sometimes. If the 200, the VWAP and this pivot can hold, we may look for a short on the way back down. But we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, but I don't know if you can do it from Ninja. John King. I know you can do it from Quantower. I would have to ask Methodical Man because Methodical Man trades, but I don't know if Ninja. I think Bulinox did away with that copying with other prop firms, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's like called Repka Tongla or Repta, something like that. I can't not remember the name of it. I know that's the reason Methodical Man uses Quantower to use that copy trader that you can copy trade against across all accounts. It's like $30 a month. Which whenever I talk to Methodical Man, probably a little while, I can ask him. And if you're back this evening, I can let you know. Or every now and then he's listening to the lobby. Wow, we just broke through the 200. But I've tried using Quantower and I'm just not used to trading Quantower. So I've been using Ninja for the last couple years. That was the bottom. Yeah, that was a nice call off the bottom there. Definitely a nice little V shape here. 'I don't guess I've ever heard of that outer. I'd have to Google that real quick. Ooh. Oh, 50% traction. Mm. Okay, so basically just recoverable. Okay. Ah, dang it. Ah, there we go. Yeah, I think when I come back this evening, I'm just going to have a separate chart with these fair value gaps on here. It's just too much for me. I'll just keep it off to the side. Yeah, the 2007-10 is your middle there, outer. So one more day of green, you get a payout, Charles? Nice. Well, hopefully Friday gives us that to us. I know Fridays can be kind of crappy sometimes. Plus, we're leading into a holiday weekend. Oh, you don't got to pay. That's your second payout. Are you doing the $500 payouts, Charles? Because that's what I'm trying to build my Apex up to, where I can get multiple payouts on one account. Like I wouldn't mind having it where like every other week to have like two accounts get to pay out every other week. Oh, you took 700 the first time? Nice. What strategy did you say you were getting your payouts? Are you doing also like the bear flag pullbacks or just pullback strategy? Okay, nice. Yeah, that's kind of what I've been focusing on a lot lately. Trying to get better at playing the bulls and bear flags because those actually work really well, especially on a volatility type day. It's just some are nicer than others. Some are more obvious than others. I mean, some of them are pretty ugly looking, but like this right here was really like the perfect flag. This one right here was like the bread and butter this morning. This is what I'd like to see for my perfect setup, where we have a huge move down and we just have a stair step of reverse, then get long here. This is like my perfect setup. What I like to see, or short. I'm sorry. So, but we've only had really one, even though we've had some pullbacks, but none look as good as this. Yeah, that one too. Yeah, that was my favorite one this morning. To me, I wish I'd have taken that on the funded accounts, because I really need to start taking this type of pullback on my funded accounts only whenever we get this type of pullback right here, where we get the really good trend line and the breakout. Wow, we broke back below the 200 moving average again. I didn't even see that. Watch us move down like 30 points off of that 200. Let's see if we get it this time. I'm not taking it, but I still like to watch it and just see how often it works. Nope, that'd probably been either a break even or fail one. Sometimes you get like 30 points off of this 200 moving average. But it's really not the good setup. What you want to see is the 200, and you want to see the rest of your EMAs about 20 to 30 points be under it. So like this one, if you go back, even though this is, like I said, this is the short we took, see how we went up there and tapped the 200 moving average, and look how far below your 9 and 21 EMAs are. You're looking for the ones that are like 20 or 30 points under your 200. So right now we're just kind of consolidating sideways. So our one hammer candle was kind of a fail this morning. It only offered 10 points. So that may be something I consider if I do take those. I was shooting for 20 points, and I could have got my 10. I just wouldn't have gotten anything for the runner. So we're still looking for another like 3 micro trade. We're going to be in 3 micros, looking for a long. I like that we're getting, I'm kind of waiting to see what's going to happen at this 50% mark here, because we still got all of our EMAs trying to cross over. I just hate trying to get long from the get-go. I'd rather see us move up and pull back into the EMAs. Wow, what a rip. Man, that was like a 20-point rip out of nowhere. Wow, we're already up 20 points from that 30 earlier. Man. I mean, I feel like we could possibly push up to the 58s. That's kind of going to be your next resistance for the ES here. It's just insane that we're up 20 points on the ES when we tried to enter off that 32 earlier. What is that, 100 points from my original entry earlier? No, John. Usually I have, let's see. I'm trying to think how many counts I'm trading at the moment. Let's see. I just cycle through my accounts. I try to just do a one trade and done. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 Apex accounts that we're trading. And I want to say we either have 4 or 5 Bulanox accounts. So we have like 8 or 9 accounts that we cycle through. We just try to take one trade and be done. And the reason I do that is because I pretty much will sit here for 3 and 4 hours. And, you know, if you sit here and watch charts this long, sometimes you get FOMO and you'll enter. And so I don't want to mess up the accounts that I did good on. So usually the middle of the morning like this, I'll start trading like, you know, the newer eval, the one that I haven't had very long, or I only got like $100 or $200 on. No, I don't copy trade. I just cycle through my accounts. And this way I can still look for setups. So all my accounts this morning, I've taken individual trades. That wasn't me, was it? I'm not in no. I heard someone said order. I don't know if that was. Mm, yeah. Usually I try to get around $100 plus per account. So like my funded account, I did one trade. We got 154. The one eval, we're still kind of break even. Then the one Apex account, we got 109 in it. So yeah, pretty much just try to do a one and done with the accounts. Unless it's a new account, then I'll take one trade, then I'll put on 3 micros and try to add to my profit. So right now we're just trading 3 micros, and the most we're willing to lose is probably $50 to $60 per trade on most of my trades whenever we're trading 3 micros. Where I get in trouble, sometimes I'll take losses on some of these evals, then I try to over leverage them to just get big profit. That's I haven't done that on my fundeds in a long time, but I used to do it on fundeds too, but now I just do it on evals where I trade super aggressive on the eval sometimes. But I mainly do that on those 91% or 90% evals with Bulanox. Like I don't do it as much with Apex since they just do the 80%. Even though they're still cheaper if if you combine the price as far as what you pay with the activation fee, because Bulanox is cheaper to start out, but if you pass it and you want that funded account, it's going to cost you more. So for what a whole funded account with Apex is, if you're using 25K, is 30 plus 85. So what's that? 95, 105. So $105 for, was that right? Wait, 95, 105, 115. So about 120. So 115, 116 total for Apex 25K. Then Beulah Knox is going to cost you $165 time you pay the $150 plus the right now the $15 eval. So right now we're just kind of in a consolidation box. We're just have to, unfortunately, this is the area where you just got to be patient and wait. Ooh, is this the breakout? Do we go long with? Sounds like Methodical Man's long over there. Is Methodical Man long too? I don't want to go long just because Methodical Man's going long. Because I don't watch the 30-second charts. You're waiting for the fake breakout? I'm waiting for a push up and a pull back. So I'm just... We got another little gap here right there at the mid-set. Man, it... Yeah, that's... We'll just watch this. There's no reason to jump in on this. I guess if anybody's over there following Methodical Man, I guess this was a 30-second long. But I don't ever use the 30-second charts. You use the 15 seconds? The 1 minute charts is all I can probably handle, John. I don't usually go down to the second charts. Usually 1 minute's kind of where I stay at. Did anybody else take this trade with Methodical Man over there? If anybody likes trading off the 30 seconds. So we definitely should pop above this pivot. I mean, this wick here. Oh, it moves. Okay, so you use the 15 seconds to get better entries. That way your stop loss don't have to be as big. Guess I never really thought much about it. So do you take your trades on the 15 seconds? Or you take them on the 1 minute and you just read them off of the 15 seconds? Oh, only in the morning. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll have to, maybe I'll give that a try tomorrow. All right, so let's see if we can get some kind of bear flag set up here. I mean, bull flag set up here. Might not get anything, guys. Nope. Dang. Oh well, looks like it's going to keep going. Where's the highs at from what this morning? All the way up at 910. So if we can pull back, kind of form a bull flag, we'll look for a long one, 3 micros on a on our eval over here. Nope. You think we're going to get a fake breakout? Man, I was hoping for a nice looking pullback here. Yeah, we're above the 50%. I know what you mean, being in the premium. Wow. So we're at the last 10-minute breakout here. So we're in this 15-minute range still. This was previous high from the pullback from earlier. Man. Man, that was a, what, 30, almost a 40 point move off of just that one red candle. Like, we had the push up, we had the one little hammer candle, one red candle, then just straight up 30 points, 40 points. Insane right now. Well, hopefully everybody was at least able to at least get a little bit out of these big moves today. I know I feel like you leave a bunch on the table whenever these big moves happen like this. Did my mic cut out? Uh-oh. Did my internet go out? I don't know if my internet went out or what happened, guys. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. I did hear like a big truck outside, so I don't know if AT&T or somebody's working on the internet right now. I may have to go out there and see. I don't know if they're out there working on the internet in our neighborhood. Is the internet back on? No. I can't tell if I'm frozen. Are we back on? I think so. Can't tell. Yeah. Is it back on now? Does everything sound okay? I may have to go look out the front there and see, because I just heard a big truck outside a few minutes ago. So I don't know if they're working on something. I'm going to go look outside real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, I'll be right back. Let me just go make sure they're not working on anything out front. All right. So I did hear trucks, but it wasn't for like no kind of utility service. We have this field behind our house that they cleared trees out. So they were back there getting those trees. Yeah, we just have a lot of construction going on here in the city where I live. Because I live in the same city where the Walmart home office is at. And Walmart's building their city just right down the road from me. I don't know if any of you guys ever looked that up. You guys should try looking up Walmart's campus I call it a city because it's a city, because it's like a 400-acre city. I mean, it's pretty insane over there. Uh, I don't really ever have any issues with my internet outer. Like very, I mean, hardly ever. I mean, it's usually pretty consistent. That's the first time I've seen something like that happen in a while. That was probably the only good thing about Walmart going in right down the road from us. They put fiber optic throughout all of our neighborhoods, and so we were able to get AT&T fiber optic here. For the longest, we just had cable. So it makes it somewhat affordable to have like the Gigablast internet. But if I ever had to live out in the country somewhere outer, definitely would have the stream what is it, the what is that called, the Tesla internet, what was that called again? Starlinks. Yeah, Starlinks. Yeah, so if I lived some out there where you couldn't get good internet, Starlinks would definitely be the next best thing. So we had the good pullback. So if we get above here, we're probably going to jump in on this. But we're just doing it on 3 micros, guys. 3 micros only. I feel like your stop losses just have to be too big right now, because that's all the way back down to the 18 and 19. I mean, the stop losses are insane right now. If it keeps lower, it should be a fake. I'm waiting to see what's going to happen at this 200 moving average. Man, the stop loss has to be so big. It makes it really tough to trade this stuff with these big stop losses, guys. Oh, no, it didn't. Dude, that thing just... Okay, come on. Don't one tick me. We're going to go to break even because it's struggling to move up. Okay, there it goes. Scared me there for a minute. There's nothing worse than getting one ticked than coming back and getting stopped out. Yeah, I don't know. We might struggle to get through this. If we can get through this 60, we should go fairly quick. Come on. Let's print above that 60 and get going. That's where we're... That's the top of that fair value gap here. Yeah. We may risk a couple points so we don't get wicked out. Doesn't look like we're going to get anything on our runner, guys. We haven't really had a lot of luck with runners today. We've been stopped out on multiple runners today. Still struggling to get through those 60s. That's what I was saying. We got to get through the 60s. Luckily, we got in earlier enough to clear out our 10 points and go to break even. So it's pretty much a free trade from here on out. We're just waiting to see if we're going to capitalize on the runner. So the reason why we moved our target down a little bit to risk some, we're hoping that the 21 EMA holds. This is why I like taking most of all my trades around the moving averages. It looks like it's going to come back and get us, guys. Come on. So close, so close. Come on. We need that 21 EMA to hold for us. Oh, it's watch this. What sucks? This thing's gonna come down here and wick us out, then go up to 30, 40 points probably. Oh, it's so close. A little bit more. Nope. A little bit more. Whoa. Okay, there it goes. So we're at least able to get our first target off there, and that was the. Wow, that was a nice dump. Somebody submitted an order. I'm hearing. I'm not sure who's got their sound on their stream. Is that Nutty doing that? What did Methodical Man take? Did he take this gap here? No, we couldn't get through those 60s. My charts keep freezing up. They just went. Wow, we went all the way to the VWAP, guys. I mean, we're back below the 50 minutes, so we're back into we're back out of the premium buy. Moving back into discount. And my charts are acting really funky. So we're in the macro time. We're heading into the lunch hour, guys, where we start kind of just slowing down. We start losing our volatility a little bit. Let me see if we have any earnings today after market close, similar to like what we had yesterday. Dude, this... We do have earnings today, but I'm not really sure how these affect the... This is at the market close. I'm not really sure how these affect the market. So a lot of times we don't usually get very good moves out of this macro time of the day. Just kind of waiting to see what's going to happen with this area. Because right now, everything's kind of coming together at your 200 moving average. And usually whenever all of your moving averages are kind of sitting on top of each other, the market's usually choppy. Anybody long here? I see Nutty's in a trade, but I don't I don't know where he got long at. Oh, excuse me. Woo. We're going to continue lower, get below this 50% area. We got a fair value gap here. It looks like we're struggling to move through, and we also have the VWAP down there. Just kind of waiting to see if we're going to find support at this mid session here, session mid. Nope. I don't know if this is going to be a fake out or not. Yeah, I don't know. It looks like it wants to. Like I said, anytime our EMAs are all kind of mixed up and bunched together, it's going to be choppy like this. There's not really any setups for myself to take. We're still in the macro time, guys. This is what this box on my screen is. I set macro time setups. This way the last 10 minutes of the hour, you'll get a little box around the area. And a lot of times we'll get breakouts out of those areas, but not so much at this time of the day. I haven't looked at the higher time frames. Let's see. So if you go look at the 1 hour chart, we have a lot of support around the 2600s. It looks like we bounced off that a lot on the 1 hour chart. Now, this is the one thing I do like about the fair value gap indicator is it marks out these fair value gaps for you on the 1 hour charts. And these 1 hour fair value gaps are a lot more, the support and resistance for those are really good. All right, top of the hour, guys. This is the time of the day I don't really care to trade. This is the 12 o'clock hour, and this is where if I start trading, I start giving back profits. So we'll probably just end up holding on to our profits until power hour. Who's taking? Oh, that's Methodical Man over there taking trades. We're just going to watch, guys. We're not going to take any more trades today. I think that was going to be our last trade earlier until Power Hour comes on. And when we go over to Power Hour, we're going to switch over to the Bewley accounts and trade Bewley. Woo. All right, guys, we're going to call it quits until Power Hour comes on or starts at 3 o'clock today. This way we don't lose our profit during the lunch hour. I know most of us have talked about that, where we trade good in the morning, then Power Hour comes around and not Power Hour, but the lunch hour comes around and we get caught up in trades. I mean, this thing's just trapping folks. You too, Outer. Have a good evening at work. I'm just kind of watching this because I'm just curious if we're going to have like a big breakout right here or if we're just going to continue consolidating sideways. Man, who am I? Ooh, maybe this is the dump of the dump here, or it could just be another trap. This is like the worst type of the time to trade, honestly, guys. This is where you can just, unless you're good at range trading, this is probably your bread and butter. But I don't do good at range trading. I've tried to do range trading, but I've always gotten into the entries too long. So let's just see what happens at the pivot here. What's up, Constantine? Yeah, we're green today. We took a couple little small losses, but overall we're green. The time we took those losses, we were already pretty much done trading. We were just trading on new evals. So I did have I accidentally traded on minis yesterday instead of micros, and I took a loss. And then I tried to get it back, and I blew one of my funded accounts. But I did get it back because Apex reset all the accounts yesterday. So if anybody blew an Apex account yesterday or in the red, apparently they reset them all. So I'm going to have to go back and make me another little short telling everyone that I got my account back. We're actually getting ready to take a break, Constantine, just because I don't want to sit on here and trade lunch hour, and I don't want to get the FOMO, because I know if I sit here and watch this, I'll tell myself this is a setup, and I'll start taking those I think trades, and those I think trades get me in trouble. So we're going to hold on to our green apex of the day. When we come back for power hour, we're going to switch over to Bulanox. I was just trying to stick around to see if which way this was going to break out, but I don't know if we will. It's probably going to do this probably till almost 1 o'clock today. That's usually what it does. They start getting that move. It consolidates for the bigger move after lunch. No, I don't really have an issue with either one. The only thing I like about Bulanox is I like their customer service. I feel like Bulanox has I think Apex do respond with customer service, but Bulanox seems to do it so much faster. Yeah, that's what I'm doing, Constantine. I'm not taking any more trades. This right here is, if you trade in this, it's just me asking for, trouble, to get my account in trouble. I was actually getting ready to get off for a little bit, but I was just watching. I wanted to see if we're going to get the breakout. If we break out of this, what do you call it? The algo breakout, because sometimes, this is what this box is. This is the last 10 minutes of the hour. And a lot of times this is where you can look for it move. But as you can see, we're already almost at the end of it and nothing. I mean, it is making a nice looking bear flag. I mean, the only thing about it, it's not a big move down bear flag. So I don't really know how well those work. So usually whenever I look for bear flags, usually you want like this big move down, then a bear flag. But this is a consolidation into a possible flag. So I'm not really sure. I've never taken the trades like this. I mean, it looks good, but I just don't know how well it would work. Oh, that's funny. Nutty's talking about some DoorDash and saying that the driver dipped in the bag for some fries. uh, I've never used DoorDash or any of those driving services, and I don't know how long. Well, actually, never. I think the only kind of delivery. Yeah, that's what I plan. Well, actually, what I'm going to do is I trade Bulanox and Apex, Constantine. And so we traded Apex this morning. And so this evening, we're going to switch over to our Bulanox accounts. I mean, this is a nice little trend, moving higher and higher, stair stepping. got above this. I don't know if I would consider that a A+ gap, just because, I don't know, because it's in multiple moves. So it's on a inner leg. So I'm not sure how reliable those are. Oh well. All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching this morning, and we will be back for Power Hour.